Hello everyone, in this video I am going to talk about what are the various data types present in Python programming language. So first of all we have something called as numbers. Then we have strings, then we have list, tuple, dictionary, boolean and sets. Now what I will do, I will teach you each and everything which is present in the data types. So let me talk about the first one, which is numbers. So first of all, there are four types of numbers we have present. The first one we have integer number, then we have float, then we have complex, then we have boolean. Suppose that if you have written a is equals to 5 and if you want to print this data type of a, it will print you integer number. Second, if you have written one decimal number like 4.5 and if you write type, it will give you float number. See, third, we have complex number. So if you want to write complex number, you have to write like in this format, like 4 plus 5z. So you have to write in this donation. So this type of number will be called as complex number. So if you write type of C, it will give me complex. Then we have a boolean number. Boolean basically means true or false. So if I write D is equals to true, and if I want to print the data type, so type of D, it will return me boolean. So these are the numbers we have present. There is one another denotation we have which is called as E. Suppose that if I have written like 5E3. So and if I want to print A, so it will give me 5000. So here in Python E represents 10 raised to the power 3. So 5 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 3. So it will be giving me 5000. So this is all about number. Next, we are going to talk about something called as strings. So let me give you the heading. So first of all, we will learn how to declare a string. Suppose that if you want to declare a string, what you have to do, you just have to use double quotes. Suppose that here I have written text, and if I want to declare a string, I will use double quotes. Hello world, this is Abhishek. So whenever the things are enclosed in double quotes, it will be treated as a string. So if I want to print the type of this, it will return me a string. Next, there is another way to denote the string. So you can also write like this. Suppose that I have to write multiple lines a string. So I can denote it using 3 quotes, and within these 3 quotes, all these things will be treated as a string. Like this is hello world program. And when I try to print this out, you can see that it is showing me this is hello world program. Here /n means we are representing next line. Now we will know how to access a string. So let me give it a headache. How to access So if you want to access a string, you have to use something called as variable name. Then you have to use a square bracket and then your index position. Suppose that if I write 0, so here what will happen, it will give me the first character. So what is my first character here? You can see the first character is /n. And if I write, let us say text -1. So -1 represent the last character. So here you can see it is representing me the last /n. Now let us say I want to extract this portion. So what I can do, I can write like this. Text. Now 0 is /n. So it is starting from 1. So you can write 1 colon 1, 2, 3, 4. Always remember n-1. So we will be writing here 5. So what it will do, it will extract this from the text. So this is how you access a string. Let us say someone tells you like I want to reverse the string. So what you can do at that point of time, what you have to do, you just have to write text here, and here the syntax is double colon -1. So what it will do, it will just reverse the whole string. So you can see my whole string got reverse. So this is how you reverse a string. Suppose that if you have written any number, like let us say which is not present, like I have written text of 24, so it will throw me an error saying that this is let me just write here 45. So you can see it is throwing me something called as index error, means this index is not present in our text. Next, let us learn about something called as string concatenation. So let me just give it heading string concatenation. So let us understand what is a string concatenation. Suppose that we have two text given there. One is text 1, which is let us say hello. Another one we have text 2, which is world. And I want to concatenate both of them. So in order to concatenate both of them, we will be using something called as plus operator. So you will be writing here print text 1 plus text 2. So it will give you the hello world. So this is how you perform string concatenation with the help of plus operator. Now let us say you want to repeat this hello 2 times. So what you can do, print text 1, and let us say I want to repeat this hello 10 times. So what I can do, I can just multiply it by 10. So you can see it will print me hello 10 times. Next, let me talk about something called as string formatting. So let me give a heading string formatting. Suppose that I have few variable such as John 43, Sam 23, Mohan 34. So what do you mean by string formatting? Let us try to understand. Suppose that I want to print the value of each one. So print. So one of the way is the value of John is curly bracket. So this curly bracket will be acting as the specifier. Similarly, and Sam is this one and Mohan is this one. Now, in order to pass the value, I'll be using dot format keyword. So dot format, and here I can pass John, Sam, Mohan. So you can see it will print the value of this one. So here we are accessing the value with the help of this curly bracket. So curly bracket representing the value. Now let us say instead of passing this argument, keyword argument, I want to pass the index position. So you can also do that. What to do? You can pass here like 0, 1, 2. So you can see it is also giving me the same value. So this is called as index argument formatting. Index argument formatting. There is one more type of formatting we have available, which is called as keyword argument formatting. So instead of passing 0, 1, 2, you can pass some keyword like A, B, and C. And here you can write A is equals to John, B is equals to Sam, and C is equals to Mohan. So this thing is called as keyword argument formatting. So let me just write it out. So this is keyword argument formatting. Now we have something called as decimal formatting also. For example, if we have a number given like x is equals to 4.34 like this, and I want to print up to 2 decimal places, so you can write like this: print in double quotes colon dot 2f dot format x. So you can see that by passing this thing, it will print up to 2 decimal places, which is 4.35. So this is called as decimal formatting. There is one more way to access the values, which is called as f-string format, f-strings. So here we can see we have values given here. Now if I write f in front of it, I will directly pass the variable here. So normally this is the most standard way you can find in another people code. So this is called as f-strings. So here in the curly brackets, you have to pass the variable name directly without using the format keyword. Now what we will do, we will talk about some of the string functions we have. So let me just give it a heading. Okay. So first of all, let me just write this text. So suppose that you want to check the length of text. What you can do, you can just write length function, len length of text. So it will show you the length of text. Indexing in Python starts from 0. So it goes from 0 and goes up to 28. Next, if you want to make the things capital, like everything in capital letter, you can just write like this: text dot upper. Similarly, if you want to make everything lower, what you can do, you can just write like this: text dot lower. It will make the things in lowercase. Suppose that you want to make the first word capital, like first every word capital. So what you can do, you can use something called as title function. So if I use title function, you can see the first letter of each word like H, W, it will become capital. There is one more scenario, like if you want only the first letter to be capital and rest to be small, in that case we can use something called as capitalize. Now, if you want to replace any particular word, like let us say I want to replace Abhishek with Mohan. So what I can do, I can just write like this: text dot replace. Now here I will pass two things. The word that I want to replace, for example, here I want to replace Abhishek by Mohan. So I can just write here Mohan. So here you can see hello world, this is Mohan. With the help of replace keyword, you can replace a particular word inside a string. Now let us do a simple program where we want to delete a word given by the user and then calculate the new length. So this is my program. This is my question. We are given a string. Now what we do, we want to delete a particular word and then calculate its new length. So this is your string basically. Let me take the previous one. So this is my string which is given to me. Now I want from user to delete a particular word. So what I will do, I will take the input, let us say word, input, enter a word you want to delete. So here user will enter the word that he want to delete. Now what I have to do, the first thing that I am going to do is split the text into words. So for that, what I'm going to do, I will be using something called as split keyword. So what I will do, text dot split. Once the text is splitted, next what I will do, I will iterate through that for I in words underscore txt. Next we will find those words, like if I equal to words, then what I'll do, I will delete it out. So in order to delete it, you have to use something called as remove function. So once the things has been deleted, now what you have to do, you have to again join all the remaining words. Words underscore text. After that, you will have to calculate the new length. Print length of text. So this is my whole program. So let me just run this out. Suppose that I want to delete Abhishek. So you can see after deleting the Abhishek, the remaining length will be 16. So this is my overall program. So first of all, what we are doing, we are taking the input from the user, the word that we want to delete. Next, I have splitted the text into word. Then I have iterated through each text and then find that word and remove it out. Once the word has been deleted, now I will concatenate or I will join the remaining words and then calculate its new length. So this is how we do the program. So this is all about strings.